Did his fist just get bigger, or was that foreshortening?
Or was it what?
Foreshortening.
What do you mean foreshortening?
Like making things that are closer to you bigger, so they look like they are closer.
Yeah, I think it was just dramatic effect.
Like that's foreshortening. See how big his knuckles are?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Arcloid, and we're here with episode 20 of One Piece. Why don't you go ahead and remind us all what happened the last time?
Well, we got to see a little bit of Zoro's backstory and how he had become obsessed with trying to beat the students in a particular dojo. One of them, the one that was chosen to duel him, was the uh, sensei's daughter, Kuina, who, despite Zoro using many multiple shinai, resoundingly smashed him in the forehead with it and won the duel. So Zoro trained and got even stronger. He was beating all the adults, but still, Kuina would take him down in one sure, simple, just quick smack. But then, while Zoro is training, she fell down some stairs, which just not a satisfying way for a master swordsman to go. So this is the episode that I know pisses you off, and it's pissed me off too. So I feel you, brother. But we got to see where Zoro got his third sword. He had had two to begin with. It was given. Well, he asked her father for it, and he gave it to him. And as you said, he's seemed a lot more expressive than he is in the current day, and I agree. So he was also like between the time he uh, left the dojo before he and when he had entered, he had matured a lot just emotionally. You could tell, but he wasn't expressing too many of his like extreme emotions like he was when he first entered. So he was more calm. He still had that wry cockiness, but even that went away with time and maturity into giving us the Zoro we have today.
Okay. I feel like you must be writing these down as we're watching the episode.
Uh, the only thing I wrote down was Kuina's name
Okay. Well, I don't know.
because I
Last
knew I would
time you
forget that.
said you wouldn't be able to figure all this out unless you wrote it out, and you wrote down 2 paragraphs last time. And this
Yeah,
time it
well,
feels like you were reading it out too. So it's like, was you writing the whole episode?
if I'm reading, I'm looking over here. If I was just talking, I was looking straight ahead.
Okay. Just trying to parse it out. That's all. Me figuring it out. I'm
Well,
reacting to you.
through exercise, I'm learning how to remember what I'm watching. I'm learning what's important to try to recall after 20 minutes. And then, but if any more than that's going to pass, I need to write it down. That's why I make notes on the last episode we watched each session.
That's why this reaction series is called Two Old Men React.
Yes. Get off my lawn.
Anyway, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, so we go ahead and get started here. But before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra. And this is the episode, I believe, we saw the next time on where we go to the Baratier.
That's the floating Cuisinart or cuisine boat.
You mean a restaurant?
Restaurant, yes. There was a word that I was forgetting. Thank you.
I just mean I'm only calling it that because we literally saw it written on the name of the boat in the next time on, so it's not a spoiler if the show showed it to us. Even though some people would say that we should probably not watch the openings or the next times on. Hell, I know there's people that would say we shouldn't read the episode titles. But I can tell you that's not going to happen. Anything that's on the show we watch. If the show spoils itself somehow, that's the show's fault.
That was the decision of the executive producer. Who are we to argue? He was paid for doing that.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
Oh no,
I thought you
this
meant that was the decision of the executive
leaving all
producer
that
of
stuff
this
in.
reaction channel, which is me.
Well, leaving all that, putting all that stuff into the episode in the first place is the executive producer's idea. But then your choice to let us watch it. It's all good. Who are we to argue with the person who made it, right?
Well, I would say that if I was going to start editing stuff out to not watch, right? Like, to not include the full episode of in the reaction, I would start making like a fan cut, getting rid of like the first 5 minutes of every episode, which would be the opening and the recap, and then I would eliminate. I would edit out every time they go back to do a flashback. I would episodes would start being 10 minutes long, but we're not doing that. I'm not about to start making One Piece Kai.
Oh shit, are we on episode 21? Or
Yeah,
was it 22?
20, I think, aren't we?
Okay, because we're watching Usopp fire cannons.
Yeah.
Okay.
You not remember I was literally talking about how the first 5 minutes they do a recap of every episode?
Yes, it just sparked those recent memories, and I thought we had already watched this episode. Okay, so that is, it can be a problem, but it's a funny problem. This is a guy called the Cooking Lawyer. That looks like eyebrows.
It's an M, I think.
Or I would say it's like the bottom of an anchor, but I don't think so.
I mean, if that was the implication, it would be upside down. The anchor, I mean.
And that's part of why I decided that's probably not it.
なんだお前ジョニーじゃねえかゾロの兄貴こんな海賊船に兄貴なんでどうした予策は一緒じゃねえのか
なんだあいつの知り合いかどうなってんの
Oh, he's wounded.
予策のやつ病気
That's how he got on board.
予
Well,
策
both.
のやつ数日前までピンピンしてやがったのに突然青ざめて気絶を繰り返す原因は全くわからねえ
I have no idea what's causing it.
Yeah, the stab wound and the internal bleeding might have something to do with it.
Well, no, he just described scurvy. Remember, we're going into a restaurant episode.
Oh.
It says teeth were falling out. That's fucking scurvy.
Oh, damn, the cannonball. That's a hell of a face they pulled. You figure people in the sea would know about scurvy. She'll know.
I mean, a lot of people are dumb.
Cartoon sound effects in an often serious show.
Well, remember last episode, a little girl died by falling down some stairs.
Exactly. And these guys are waterboarding him with lime juice. Might get that in his eyes, which are open and dry in this air. It's a spraying mouth command.
ただの植物性の栄養の欠乏。昔の船は保存の効かない新鮮な野菜や果物を乗せていなかったから。
これで大丈夫だ。おめえすげえ
Let's just choke him to death
医者みて
with limes.
That's how Luffy is used to eating, but normal people don't.
そうそうやるやる。それくらい知ってろ。あんたたちいつか死ぬわよ。
He got better quick.
そんなに早く治るか。
申し遅れました。俺の名はジョニー。あっしは与作。二人仲間の
Don't even
海
suck.
賊相手の賞金稼ぎ。
That mask does kind of look like a big bamboo sword made of strips.
You say so.
See, hard head. Man with scurvy survived that fall. Good animation on the water. It was kind of rotoscope though.
I mean, you already listed a cook as one of your needs. A cook and a musician.
Place close to the Grand Line, so they're getting there.
The hawk-eyed man.
He's after a doctor from Vietnam. That looks like one of those pleasure cruise boats.
会場レストラン。アラティエ
I had a weird thought that the flag was blowing in the wrong direction. That's because I think I've just been drawing boats wrong my whole life.
でっけえ魚。敵じゃない。
Because the flag was blowing in the direction... Or sorry, the Jolly Roger was blowing in the direction the ship was moving. I'm used to seeing that on boats, the flags and stuff go the opposite direction that the ship is moving.
Well, if the wind is pushing the ship forward.
Yeah, I know, that's why I said I understood why it was not going the wrong direction.
まさか打ち込んじゃ来
Yeah,
ねえ
they
だろう
just been
な。
either depicting the ships wrong or with not as strong a wind as that.
いつの間に。
見かけない海賊機だな。やべ。 たちは海賊じゃねえんだぞ。
I like those knuckles. No, you're not.
They did.
He drew it badly, poorly, and then who was it that took over?
Usopp.
He redrew it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usopp's the one that drew it. Luffy's the one that drew it badly.
Okay. I completely misremembered it. So, ooh, some plot points for the future. Oh no, they can't sink the Going Merry.
The wanted posters that had X's on them were only 4-digit bounties. The one that she picked up was a 5-digit bounty.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that.
Noticing shit is all I do on this channel.
I like how he's changing the trajectory.
He's not doing it on purpose.
That's true. He did just fuck up the restaurant. But still, he wasn't ready for a shot from that close, so he lost his grip. So
Or the
I should have said,
woodworking wasn't that well.
I like how it's changing the trajectory. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have implied that he was the one doing it on purpose. Oh no, they killed somebody.
なんだ予約は大丈夫か
ゼフ料理長本当に大丈夫なんですか？
Oh geez, he's bleeding. Mustache Viagra.
It's the implication that they went over to the Going Merry and just pulled him off the ship.
There's that guy who promises a woman there a good restaurant.
Those aren't bruises, those are your shirt.
Yeah, that's not human purple. And Nami has all the money. He just agreed to here without even thinking about it. That's Luffy for you.
Also, went a lot more cartoony You know, his eyes just bugged out and everything.
Glad to see them repairing the ship properly.
遅えなルフィ。
本当。
Oh, and he's the one doing it
さ
too.
せられんじゃねえのか1ヶ月ぐらいさ。
海軍のせいにしちゃえばよかったのに。
I mean, they're basically doing what Luffy is being forced to do. Because they broke a bunch of stuff, now they're doing unpaid labor.
Rewind ball.
見ろよ、やっぱりあの席に座ってんのフルボディ隊員だぜ。
本部の海軍隊員だ。
あ、素敵。エレガントね。すごいわね。みんなあなたのことを見てる。
He's skinny for a guy named Full Body.
Well, everyone in the show seems skinny.
Except Alvita. And Buggy was skinny. He just wore that big outfit. He's a sous chef. Okay.
What happened yesterday?
That is a conundrum that I'm looking to solve with time. Doesn't seem to be much in that sea besides stock. Please reduce it to a week. He doesn't look seriously injured.
Well, he's claiming to be all bruised up, and obviously he has a head wound, which we know
Hey,
is
that's-
deadly from last episode.
And it's a bleeding head wound too. I forgot about that when I said he didn't look injured. But he's so spry enough to do a headstand kick.
10年も我慢して海賊になったんだ。ここで1年も止まってるなんて絶対に嫌だ。よし、決めた。1週間で許してもらうことにこの俺が決めた。
おお、そんなに時間が惜しいなら手っ取り早いけじめのつけ方を教えてやる。足一本置いていいな。
嫌だ。
きっぱり言いやがる。
I'll just take a leg. Nothing I can do with it, but I'm spiteful.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what would have happened if you cut off one of his legs. Would it stop
You
being
could
made
just-
of rubber?
Well, you can just grow the stump out and walk on it. Oh, yeah, rope. Ooh. A little bit of disrespect from you, man. He put it there.
Yeah, we know he did. We just saw him do it.
Did his fist just get bigger, or was that foreshortening?
Or was it what?
Foreshortening.
What do you mean foreshortening?
Like making things that are closer to you bigger, so they look like they are closer.
Yeah, I think it was just dramatic effect.
Like that's foreshortening. See how big his knuckles are?
I've never heard that word before, but yeah, what you're describing is literally what I think it is, yes.
Yeah, it's an artistic
こっ
term.
ちは客だぞ金を払う客だってんだよ
やめてフルボディさん
See, we all have our specialties. I don't know artistic terms, you do.
フルボディさん
金ってのは腹の足しになるのかい
Well, if you eat enough of it.
腹の足しになるのかって聞いてるんだよ
Make it quite cool.
Candy money.
He's kicking Luffy's ass. Why? He's a spiteful old man.
嫌だ嫌だで渡っているシャバだと思うなよ若造
嫌だ
きっぱりと
Good effect watching that blood fade into the liquid.
フルボディさん
サンジ副料理長
喧嘩か
Full body bleeding.
食い物を粗末にすんじゃねえ海でコックに逆らうことは自殺に等しい行為だってことをよく
The
覚えておく
philosophy.
Implying that Sanji is stronger than a Marine lieutenant. So I can't tell if we're calling them Navy or the Marines in this version.
They're Marines, I think. That's what the big M is for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have Marines on the side of the boat. Yeah. Sorry. I think maybe in the English version of this, they called the Navy. So they kind of get like a mix of both, depending on who is recounting the story to you. That they're Navy or the Marines.
Well, back in the old day, Marines served on Navy vessels, and they weren't like the Marines we think of today when we use that word. They were just warriors that fought at sea.
Once again, remember this is a fantasy world with with its own storyline or its own history. So the origins of words, I don't think really matters to the anime.
Probably not.
That's why I was saying that they use it interchangeably depending on which version of the story, which version of the anime you're watching.
I get you. But now they have Sanji in the lineup.
He's always been there. Go back to episode 1. He's there.
ルフィのやつちゃんと働いてっかななんか問題起こしてるわよきっと役に立ちそうもねえしな
Oh, no, he's not allergic. Well, he is allergic to burns.
I don't think he's allergic to burns.
見つけた
Everybody's allergic to burns.
Nobody is allergic to burns.
招かれざる客3時の飯
It
と
causes people to
金の
break out in blisters,
海
don't
賊
they?
王に俺はなる
Do they make them break out in hives?
As it blisters.
No. Nobody is allergic to burns. You can be allergic to burn medication. Anyway, what is your actual takeaway from this episode?
Well, we got to see Sanji be a badass or a disrespectful Marine who was grandstanding before his girlfriend trying to say what kind of wine the wine was when he was completely wrong. Probably if it was a waiter, he would have intimidated him into saying yes.
Well, no, he shouldn't have been wrong, was the point. You don't remember? He said, when I made the reservation here, I specifically requested
Oh, he
that
did say
wine.
that. But then why did he try to guess it?
That was the whole point. He tried to guess it so that he'd be right. Because he knew what the wine was supposed to be.
All to impress a woman.
Probably, yeah. That's the whole point.
Here, lady, watch me name this alcohol by taste to prove what an alcoholic I am.
No, it's what wine connoisseurs do.
True, but then again, I saw it in a meme where a woman said, "Hey, this tastes like Fireball" when she ate a cinnamon bun.
Sorry, that doesn't mean anything to me. Don't.
Fireball is a cinnamon quote unquote whiskey.
Okay, I don't drink.
That's good for you.
I've
Don't
just
do it.
watched the whole internet historian thing about wines and everything. Well, you
And of
have
course,
got anything else about this episode?
I enjoyed it. It was good to see the beginning of a new character arc, or new character introduction at least.
Yeah, we've gone what? Orange Town, Syrup Village, now Baratier.
That's what it's called, Baratier.
Well, it's literally its name is written on everything on the fucking boat. So we saw it written on the back of the boat in last episode's preview, and it's written on the entrance arc in this episode.
Right. So in a short moment, I wrote that down so I could write that instead of the restaurant on the boat all the time when I make my notes.
All right. Is that
But
everything?
well, it was funny seeing the cook with the starched mustache's reactions to Luffy apologizing and then trying to get off easy from the chores he was given. That was a good bit of comedy to the episode. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have anything to add. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine if I like something you did and
No,
that's just
it's
me
not that I
above it.
didn't like it. It was just, yeah, you said was true. So I just don't have anything else to add, and it didn't occur to me to say yes and in the moment.
Well, I enjoyed watching this with you.
That's why we do it. All right. I think that's about that then. Gonna go ahead and wrap this one up here. Once again, I am Theta. This is Arcloid. We are Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Let's wrap this up like a present, or the present even.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?